This is the concert band technical etude for GMEA. I have a lot of good memories of this one. I played this way back when I think I was in junior high. Whoo boy. Tyrell, what a jerk. I should be nicer in these. There's a couple of things I think that might be helpful here. First one, of course, is just practicing those faster scale passages, I guess, like bar 2, etc. Of course, practicing them slowly is going to be a big thing. You're going to be playing these so quickly that the slide has a little bit of weird fluidity. Now, when you play slowly, it's absolutely the opposite. You have to be very snappy and clear with the slide, but when you're playing this fast, the slide movement, it's kind of more about the pacing than actually stopping, which means that you have to really, really plan ahead and figure out your pacing. So when it comes to passages like this in bar 2, for example, you have to kind of look at 1 or 2 different points in the run and sort of use those as anchor points. So for example, in bar 2, I would probably pick the F on beat 3 as kind of like an anchor point. Da, 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 dee. And then the next anchor point is going to be my 3rd slide position in bar 3, the first note, that's C. Now, I know my F scale very well, as I'm sure you do by now, having done it in auditions many, many times. You just kind of can blow through it, right? So now it's just a matter of blowing through it at the proper pace. So again, I would probably pick that F on beat 3 of bar 2, and then I would probably go to the C in bar 3 as my next kind of anchor point. Doing that, I think, is going to help you sort of break down these runs in a way that you can process and in a way you can kind of keep up with playing wise. The next thing I would probably mention is definitely a little bit of this nonsense. First of all, in bars 11 and 12. If I recall, now I might be old now and crazy, but I feel like the one in the book is actually different than the one written here. I think that there are some notes here that have changed. Make sure if you have a Tyrell book, if you're familiar with this etude, double check that they didn't change too much from the book version to this version, because I feel like it's different. It might not be, but it felt different to me, and I thought that was suspicious. The other thing I'll say is that in bar 15, you have this similar dotted 16th, 32nd figure. Da, 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 da. You probably figured this out because you're smart, that the D above the staff, I think the D works very, very well in that 4th position. 4.5. You know what I'm saying. I think that the alternate position D here will work very well because you're working with a C in 3rd and a B natural in 4th position. But I will say that if you're more comfortable going back up to 1st, that's what I did for a long time. Don't feel pressured by me to play it exactly the way I'm telling you to play it. If you're more comfy in 1st and that's the safer option, do that. Do whatever is safe, I think, for you, and you'll be pretty good. Is there anything else in this that really needs to be addressed? Really punch the offbeats, of course. Really lean into those marcatos, which is good, especially because they're offbeats. Make sure that you are very clearly playing them as offbeats. Make sure your tempo is very, very solid on those offbeats, particularly bar 9 and 13, those little sections. Make sure your tempo is very, very solid because it's very easy to shift tempos when everything goes off beat. So make sure that's good. And get the dynamics. I think also from bar 17 to the end, I absolutely screwed that up the first time. There's a poco poco decrescendo all the way to the end. So make sure that your decrescendo happens and then just make sure that it's very nice and gradual. I'd probably say, bar 17 is forte, bar 18 maybe mezzo forte, bar 19 maybe mezzo piano, and then maybe bar 20 kind of piano leaning into maybe even pianissimo if you feel like it, just to show that that change is happening. That's all I'm going to say about this. I'm done. Have a great time, and I'll see you sometime. Bye-bye. What the heck? Oh, they changed it. Oh, come on.